I'm sorry. If you are one of these useless girls that brings nothing to the table,
what do you want them to bring to the table?
What I want to bring to the table, I ask at least for one thing.
Oh, we're being that generic podcast about the table.
No. One thing. I at least expect you to have an answer for what do you bring to the table. If you can't even bring an answer to the table of the question of what do you bring to the table, you have nothing to show.
Okay. What's an acceptable answer?
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
It's just difficult to get good work these days.
I just realised Arteta's making Gabriel lose his hair, blood. This manager's stressing man so much, bro. Man's lost his hair, bro.
Yeah, do it.
His hairline's gone.
Now you want to start talking about football. Now we're losing. We're talking about football.
Hey, listen. I told you I don't really watch anymore. So even the last game we lost to Brighton, I haven't seen any of the goals yet. So I don't know what happened.
The thing is about you, yeah, Jay. What I've noticed is you're just actually a certified hater.
No, I'm not a hater.
You're actually a certified hater.
Do you know what I am? Do you know what I actually am? Let me tell you what I am. I'm a man that likes to deal in facts and realism. I don't like to do this. You know what, yeah? In fact, you could even say that I'm a little bit pessimistic. I'll take that.
You're very pessimistic.
Okay, I'll take that. But do you know what I am? Do you know what I am? I'm real. When I see shit, I don't just gloss over it and be like, oh, be positive. Yeah, things are going to be fine. Nah, I'm like, well, no. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. And right now, the maths is not matching.
Shall I tell you the moment when I realised, yeah, that you're an enemy of progress and possibly an enemy of the state? This is when
state?
This UK, just life in general. Yeah. It was during the Euro semi-final. We all went to Io's house, yeah. And like everyone like feeling proper British. We're like fucking, do you know what I mean? Like me and Io even had like mash and pie for like dinner and shit. We're feeling bangs like, come on, come on, then. You come on Io's, yeah. We score, everyone's happy, apart from you, that's kind of just like, meh, whatever. Then, Denmark scored their free kick, and you started going crazy. You started celebrating. I went, I said, this Benedict Arnold. I said, this Benedict Arnold.
Wow.
I was like, this nigga's against the cause, bruv.
Okay, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, what's the thing the Queen says when you should be,
treason.
That's treason, bro.
Treason.
Against England, for what reason?
Okay. Firstly, number
Yuck.
one. Number one, yeah. I just couldn't believe how mad of a goal it was. That was it. I was like, I didn't see it properly, and then I was like, oh shit, is that how he scored the goal? Oh, that's crazy. It was a good goal.
I'll agree with you.
Was it not a sick goal?
Yeah, it was one of those.
I couldn't believe it. Nah. You see me, yeah. Doesn't matter whether it's against Nigeria or whatever. If someone scores a banger, I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
No, you went crazy.
No, I didn't go crazy.
You went up. You see what?
No, do you know what it was? No.
You started doing this in front of everyone in the living room.
Nah.
You're like, nigga.
You're over-exaggerating.
You have a passport.
You're over-exaggerating.
From this country, do you
you're
not?
Over-exaggerating. Hold on.
Yuck.
What it was is that everyone was mad quiet, and I was just like, "Oh shit!"
No,
I literally just said, "Oh shit," and everyone was just like, everyone just turned around like.
There was 5 other people in the room that can like, you know, agree with
what, corroborate your story.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Corroborate my story.
Well,
Benedict Arnold.
Look. Let's just keep it 100. Like I said, I'm a person that deals in facts. I don't deal with all this positivity and all that other bullshit. I like to deal in facts. When 1 + 1 = 2, that's what I deal with. When you man are trying to say 5 + 1 is equal to 2, I'm gonna tell you no, that's not it. But so when we're talking about football now and Arsenal, I've kind of taken a back seat because I was just fed up with the whole thing. But I've said throughout, I don't back Arteta, but I pray he makes top 4. Have I not been saying that?
Yeah, you said it.
I don't care. If I can be wrong, every man can say, JC, I told you. I don't care. If we make top 4, shameless. I'm going to celebrate my arse off. But as far as I'm concerned, he's a smart man. His man management is shit. I've said that from the beginning. I like his tactics, but his man management is shit. And lo and behold, everything I'm saying is coming to fruition. Everything I've been saying is happening now. You told me Aubameyang's washed. Get rid of him. Washed. Terrible. He's gone to Barca. Banging 10 goals. They're top scorer already. He's still Arsenal's top scorer now. Well, actually, no, it's Smith Rowe. But in terms of strikers, he's still our top scorer. And the last game he played for us was in December 2021.
One thing I'll just never understand.
Quiet when I'm talking.
One thing
Close your mouth.
One thing I'll just say.
Foolish boy.
I'm just gonna say one thing.
Foolish boy.
That's this. Like
Close
I said,
your mouth.
there's one way, to deal.
My foilery.
There's one way to deal with life, right? I like to see the glass as half full.
Yeah.
Because that's the way life should be seen, in my opinion. Because I'm like, you're wasting your time if you're looking at the glass half empty. No. You can't cry over spilt milk. You gotta see the goodness in people and in things, right? That's what I do. I just try to see the goodness. Try to make the best of a bad situation. Yeah.
Mm.
So when I say all the things I say about Arsenal, it's because I'm looking at the best of a bad situation. Things are better than they should be at this moment of time. So I'll take it. Glass half full. I'll sip to that.
There's a word in Nigeria we use for people like you. Do you know what it is?
What's the word?
It's called mugu.
No mugu.
It's called ode.
I'm the master. You are the mugu.
It's called mugu.
I'm the master.
Mumu
You are
boy.
the mugu.
That's what you
Do you
are.
know that tune that goes, I am the master. You are mugu. You know what?
I know.
That's the best. That's
That should be your theme tune still.
I'm a master.
Because you're just a mugu.
I'm a master.
Listen, people, it's good to be positive, but at the same time, be real. Mike's the type of guy that will tell you you're freaking 200 kilograms, but you can definitely be an NBA player. No, you can't.
No, I would never do that.
You can't.
If you're
positivity, positivity, you just said.
If you know, what would I?
Positivity.
Let's be honest. What would I say?
Your BMI is 35. You can be a supermodel.
I would never say such a thing.
You can be a supermodel.
I'm anti big BMI. So why would I say such a thing?
And wait, hold on. Before the next minute get cancelled out here.
Yeah.
I love BBWs out here, so chill out. I'm just saying.
Fake news.
Huh?
You know how I feel about people with high BMIs, and you're using that as an example.
You said positivity, right? Glass half. What is it? Half
Half
full.
I am positivity within reason. Yeah. If you tell me you've got a high BMI and you say to me, "Oh, you know what? I would love to win the 100-meter race," I'll say no. That's not possible. Glass half full means there's water. When I say the glass is half full, it doesn't mean that it's filled with like spirits and rocks.
So, Mike, are you trying to say that people with high BMIs, their glass is empty? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're insinuating?
Depends what the glass is full of. If it's Coke, it should be empty. It shouldn't be empty. It shouldn't be there in the first place.
Oh my god!
You shouldn't be drinking that.
Oh my god!
Shouldn't be drinking that.
Hey, cancel him.
Should be drinking
cancel him right now.
Do you know what I was thinking there? Do you know what? I went to Scotland over the weekend.
Yeah.
And me and my girl went to this restaurant, right? Yeah. And we're like eating like this like barbecue meaty food or whatever not. Yeah.
What, you weren't eating haggis?
I tried haggis.
Was it nice?
It tastes nice, but the texture is yuck.
Yeah.
Texture's
everything in food. You know?
Yeah. The texture was. Yeah. It felt like the texture was like if. Do you know when someone throws up their food like chicken?
Oh god!
And it's all like manky like chicken bit. That's
what like when you threw up last weekend.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Hey, people, Mike was weak. I might have to put the video in here somewhere.
Mike
was weak. He got into my car and he said, we had to do another podcast. Shout out to Chatting Off podcast. We did a little feature on there, and Mike goes, Jay, nah, you might need to pull up because I think I'm going to throw up. I was like, what? He's like, I think I got to throw up. I was like, what?
Bro, I
feel like I got to throw up. I was like, I just got this car wrapped and cleaned. Shout out to Know My Driver, by the way. I got big things coming on there. So I pulled up, Mike come out the car. Actually, no. First, we went to the petrol station and you were meant to go into the toilet and throw up, but you couldn't. And then you were going to go in the bush, but you were embarrassed because...
I was embarrassed.
You were very embarrassed because there was people everywhere because there's a fuel shortage and the petrol station was full up. So then we pulled up on the hard shoulder. Mike just went over there, just... And I was like, oh, this brother.
Do you know what the thing I was disappointed in? Yeah. Do you know what I wanted to do?
What?
When I didn't puke at the petrol station, I kind of wanted to drive on a bit, and it to be one of those kind of pukes where I go,
what, in my car?
Michael, use assist, bro.
Okay. No, people have to tell me. We might have to poll this year.
Yeah.
If you were thrown up in my car,
yeah,
I would have kicked you out on the hard shoulder.
Yeah.
And gone home. And I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
If you had thrown up in my car like that, okay. If you throw up in my car like on the floor,
Yeah.
then I'd just be like, it's one of them things, innit? I'd just be like, oh, for fuck's sake, mate.
Yeah.
And I'll get you to click valet my car, pay for valet or whatever.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
But if you throw up all over me, in my face, as I'm driving, yeah, I'm going to stop the car, kick you out, and
So you're going to leave me stranded in ends?
I don't give a fuck.
That's
I don't give a monkey.
That's a terrible friend.
I am dropping you off.
I was in a vulnerable position and you just leave me.
Nah, we're going to have to ask the people. People, am I moving crazy? I don't think I am.
That's very crazy.
No.
If I was a female, anything could happen to me.
Are you a female or are you a barely 6 foot, 5'10"-ish?
Vulnerable.
Big Don.
I was vulnerable.
Okay, cool. But if you throw up in my face, I'm kicking you out of my car. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. It doesn't remind me of something.
But yeah, going back to your meal in Scotland.
Yeah, I'll get to it. But I remember a time when the first house parties we had in Coventry at uni, Kuds came up to come visit, and he got so burst in it, so burst. This guy couldn't even stand. Yeah, I remember one of Paris's boys drove up all the way from London to Cov. Yeah, as soon as he entered the door, he came in with like white crepes and shorts. As soon as he came through the door, Kuds being so burst, just puked all over his shoes. Well, the youth just
all over the forces,
all over the shoes. I don't know what crepes they were.
Oh, okay.
Come on, but I threw all over him. Remember, just the guy looked to the floor, sees crepes. Man just walked back home and went back to London. He drove all the way back to London. He's like, I'm not dealing with this. He said, I'm not dealing with this. I said, I need to remove myself from this situation, and just drove home.
After what? That's
hour and a half
London
drive.
to Cov. That's hour and a half.
Hour and a half drive. He said, I'm not dealing with this.
He just said abort mission.
He said abort mission.
Wow. Nah, man, he should have sent Kuds to the gulag.
Nah, but he knew. You could obviously see it was burst. He could see it was burst. It's like there's no even point in like.
To be fair, he probably made the right choice because throughout that party he would have been burning.
Yeah,
He's just been looking at Kuds at the side of his eye. And you know how Kuds is when he's burst as well. Yeah. He's just he chats a lot of shit.
Reckless.
So I can imagine like Kuds would be like, ha, I threw up on your shoes.
What are you gonna do about it, nigga?
Yeah, he made the right choice. I mean,
but yeah,
he would have ended up in a cell that night.
Exactly that.
He made the right choice.
But anyway, back to Scotland.
Scotland.
So we're in this restaurant and we're eating
I guess.
No, we're eating just like normal like American barbecue meaty food anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm quite like a big lad, but it's a cheap weekend. It's all good, right? We're eating our food. This couple sit next to us. The husband seemed like his BMI might have been around 28, maybe. I don't know. Like he was like larger than than a normal man, but like just like an average. Like,
a bit podgy.
Yeah, podgy. Yeah.
All right.
His wife was twice the size of him. Twice. I mean, those kind of women that in order to get into the chair, like, do you know, like when you can sit in, she had to kind of like lift the table to get her fat underneath, like, you know, like, one of these, And I'm like, okay. And I look at the menu,
Was she bursting at the seams?
Yeah, bro.
The chair was struggling to contain her.
Oh, beanbag shaped like a beanbag.
Oh no.
And like, I was kind of just like,
nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you is. And I was just kind of like, okay, cool. I looked at the menu. I went, there is nothing healthy on this menu. There is nothing on this menu that says to me you are trying to make positive changes to your lifestyle.
Life changes.
So I just kept in corners of my eye, just like, let me see what she orders, because I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued to see what this girl orders. I'm like,
So what she pulled out? She drew for the menu. You're just there like.
I'm like, I'm like, there's a couple of like starters. Maybe I could. You have chicken wings, and left it out. And I don't know, but she wasn't looking at the starters. She was looking.
They're the ones you almost get caught. Like,
But she like looking.
She's just there like la 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 la.
And then obviously there's like bare hot dogs. There's like normal hot dog, like a hot dog with a couple of fillings, whatever. She goes, I know what I have. In a Scottish accent. I love the super duper mighty matey hot dog. This thing, Jay, this thing, was a mandingo. bro. The dog was a mandingo. Bro, the thing was long.
KD's forearm.
KD's forearm. The thing was long, bro.
Wow.
This was a long hot dog, yeah. And I just thought to myself, I said,
Did you take a picture of it?
No.
Did you not? I'm
No,
surprised.
but,
You're
bro,
on job with these kind of
bro,
things.
the thing was long, bro. It was long. It took off the table. It was like the table. Like, it was long, Jay. It was wham. And I was
Pause.
like, it was a mandingo, bro.
Pause. You said long way too.
Do you know what? Do you know what? When the waiter came, like, and put the table just like this, just put the table like that,
just whacked it out. Yeah.
Whacked it out. There you go, babes.
Pause.
The mandingo, bro.
Do you know what this reminded me of as well? Like, there's this TV series where like people with high BMIs, they need to lose a certain amount of weight so they can get their gastric bypass.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene, I'm sure you've seen it, where like this woman hasn't made she hasn't made the weight that the doctor set for her to do the gastric bypass.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she starts blaming her husband. She's like, he stresses me out. It's all his fault. And then the husband's just there like, are you like, he's so done with it, yeah. And then she calls her mum. She's like, Mum, Tony's fault. It's Tony's fault. I didn't make my weight for my gastric bypass. It's all his fault. And he's like, you know what? I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And she's just, and the mum's on the phone like, put him on the phone. And he's like, no, I don't want to talk to her. And then she goes on speakerphone and then he's like, I'm done with this. I'm over it. And then the mum's like, I don't understand why you can't just stay with her and work with her through this. And And he's like, bruv, I don't need this.
Yeah, I don't need this.
I'm done with this.
I'm sick of it.
Sick of it. But flip side, my man that you saw in the shop, he was all supportive. He must have been all for it.
Well, I mean, there's a certain kind of guy that likes women like that.
Do you reckon he's a feeder?
Possibly, because there was no animosity on his head when his wife ordered a mandingo to the table. There was no like side eye or anything. It was kind of just like, yeah, this is why I love her, and that's cool. That's what you.
Are you trying to say that if your significant other, her BMI rose considerably,
yeah,
are you saying that every time you took her out, you'd be making her order a salad?
Yeah. If her BMI was above a certain standard, and I'm talking like, I'm not just talking you got a bit chubby or you got a bit podgy or whatever. I'm talking like you like, you know, Scotland, fat bastard. You get into those levels of like obesity, something has to be done.
Facts.
I would even pay for the gastric bypass if I have to. Like, something has to be done. Like,
shit.
I can't. You can't be like. Don't get twisted. Like, I'm not saying you have to be skinny. I'm just saying, like, that level of obesity to me is just scary.
Very.
Like, it scares me. Like, if I could have probably ended up like that, but because I was able to keep up like quite a lot of exercise in my diet, in my head I'm like, I get it. It gets harder as you get older, but that's why now I'm like trying to change my diet at least towards it. I eat more veg, I eat more fruit, whatever. And I get some people suffer with obesity because of many issues. They have like personal trauma. Obviously, I know about trauma now, hormones, all this kind of stuff, whatever. But I feel like if you're getting closer to these levels of obesity, you have to do something about it before it reaches to you. Because obesity is a massive problem.
Big problem.
There's a big... Like, I didn't clock how much of a problem it actually is.
Why are you trying to be funny for? Man said it's a big problem.
So it's a huge problem.
It's a huge
It's
problem.
a humongous, gargantuan problem.
Wow.
Yeah. A BMI problem, right?
Right.
So, like, and I didn't really clock it, yeah? And in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. It's already a problem in England that the government are having to bring in legislation, yeah, where they had to cut sugar out of everything. Like your Vimto, your Coke, whatever. They're not allowed to have sugar anymore.
Well, that was more tax related, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tax related, but
was that another potential factor that they took into account as well?
Yeah. So you had that, right? You had like the idea of calories now. Calories have to be put on every single food product that you buy from Asda. They have to have the calories on there. And I think now they're bringing in the legislation that if you have a restaurant with over 200 staff, you have to have the calories on the meals as well. So every meal that you go into a restaurant, they have to have calories in it. Because
to be fair, I went to a nice restaurant the other day, and I noticed that on the menu they had the calories.
Yeah. It's a new legislation they bring in because it's a problem in the UK. Sure. Now, deep at this, right? We are the UK, where if you look at our McDonald's, even though McDonald's is unhealthy, if you were to compare it to America, yeah, and the way they supersize their fucking meals, the way that they have no European legislation that stops any of the doesn't have any restriction on their food. They can pump the food with fucking steroids, where the chicken's just the chicken's buff,
everything in America is just wham.
where their small is our large, yeah. That America, imagine the obesity problem there.
Just think about it as well. So I've got this vivid memory that is still in my head till today, right, of McDonald's in America. So I was there, and I love chips in it. So I got some chips, and the chips were just mad salty, like mad. I was like, this ain't even nice. Like I'm picking up each chip, and I'm just like, I was like, nah. I went back and I was like, yo, this is too salty. Like a fresh batch. So I'm there chilling, waiting, and then this woman comes, yeah, and she's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, she's fat, but she's not fat. So she's like got these giant tits, like, so her titties are like out here, but then she's wide like this. Her shape made no sense to me, had me confused, right? Built like a parallelogram, fam. So she's there, and she's got this she's got this meal, yeah. She's just collected her meal and she's got it on the tray and she's walking away. And I was just looking at her, I was thinking, rah, this woman's huge, but she's not huge. Okay, cool, whatever. I saw her meal. Oh my God. Like, it was some super wham burger. I don't know what it was. The chips were, obviously America, they do supersize. So the chips were massive. The drink was I was just looking like, raw, like, that's like, back home in the UK, that's like 2 large meals in one.
Yeah.
And she was just walking, and I was just like, bro, America's a crazy place, man.
And like I said to you, like, those foods are seasoned with crack. Like, literally crack. Like, honestly, the foods are so unhealthy. Like, the amount of glucose, other shit that I don't even know. I'm telling you, they pump the food with drug. Heroin.
I'm thinking of
crack.
that Stephen A. Lamar Odom thing. They're going to sign Lamar Odom.
Who was on crack? Jesus Christ. Anywho.
Shout out to Lamar Odom.
Anyway, let's do the intro, I guess. So it's your boy, Mike, a.k.a. Sexual Deviant, a.k.a. the cheek club and connoisseur.
It's hitting. It's your boy Jay, aka Bleep That It's Got to Go, HRJ, aka God's second son, and I'm out here doing the Lord's work.
Praise Him. How wonderful.
Now, back again.
Exactly.
I was just thinking as well, just before,
yeah,
as we were talking about football earlier. What do you think of the Ronaldo thing?
Oh, that's so blown up proportion, man. That's so blown up proportion.
I was thinking that. So for context, people, the other day, Man United played Everton. Man United lost the game. Did they lose or did they draw?
They lost 1-0 to Everton.
Yeah, they lost to Everton, which is a really, really bad result. So the players are walking down the tunnel, and this young fan, this young fan is videoing them as they're walking past, and he's like yelling expletives at them, saying, "Oh, fuck you, this and that." And I think Ronaldo, he had a bad game. He'd been injured. He had freaking stud marks in his leg, like his leg's bleeding. He's got an ice pack on there, and I think he just had enough. And he grabbed the kid's phone, dashed it on the floor, bang, smash. Or the
on the floor.
Temper T
on the floor.
Temper T hype. I can't remember why this song going again.
Smash, crash.
Yeah, I can't remember. That was a banger.
Next hype. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Temper T thing. So he was on a mad one, grabbed the thing, smashed it on the floor, and obviously realized he did something wrong. So he went out next day, apologized, put a public apology, said that he's sorry. He offered the kid, I think,
he invited to take him out to dinner.
Invited to take him out to dinner, bring him to a Man United game, box experience. new phone, brand new phone as well, all that stuff, right? And it's come out. The mum's made a statement. The mum of the child made a statement, and she said that no, that's not good enough. We don't want to come watch United because they're shit. Well, she didn't say that. she didn't say that, but United ain't doing great right now. But they said that no, that they're not happy about that. That what they want is him to be done for assault. So they want to take it to court. And claiming that the kid has bruises on his hand. And apparently I heard that the kid might be autistic as well. That's what I heard. That's another thing. I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, man, what do you think about that? Because I have a theory about what happened here.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? Like, this is just what I think. We're now a country full of pussy-holes.
Yep.
Because, like, if I was to compare this exact incident to if it happened in America, if an NBA star did the same thing, I don't think it would have been as big a deal. Because it would have been like, well, you're being a cunt. Like, you see the video angle of the youth, yeah? Going, you swear at Ronaldo as well. I don't care if you have autism, yeah? I've just lost a match. I'm vexed, yeah? Yeah? I'm not used to losing, yeah? And I have this little shite, yeah? Swearing in my face, with his phone in my face. It's there. I'm slapping it. I'm not gonna lie, I would have done the exact same thing as Ronaldo. But because, like, we're such a country of pussy-holes now, yeah?
Yeah.
We think because that we have the right to piss off another man just because he's a multi-millionaire, possibly billionaire, because we think we have the right. Because yeah, cool, you pay your money to go to the game, cool. But because you think you have the right to cause him aggro, he can't do the same thing back to you. And because he's Cristiano Ronaldo, the thing's heightened. I completely remember when I went on a night out, yeah, a couple years ago, and I must have been doing some crazy dumb shit like I always do. And I was recording some girl, right? She came up to me and she slapped my phone out of my hand, yeah? Which she has every right to do because I was being a cunt, yeah? I completely accepted it. I was like, you know what?
Fair play.
I respect you for that.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted. I then proceeded to take her spectacles and snap them in half and give them back to her. But
the game
is the game. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
She felt disrespected by what I was doing. She slapped the phone out of my hand. She didn't harm me. She didn't attack me physically. She slapped the phone out of my hand because she was like, you're using that to cause me stress. And that's understandable. That's the exact same thing Ronaldo did. You'll cause me stress. I'm frustrated. Here it is. Bang. And then Ronaldo, he doesn't even have to come out and say, look, here's a dinner. Here's some tickets. He's just doing that because PR, trying to save face, and it's the right thing to do. And it was a spot of anger. He can afford how many iPhones he wants.
Yeah.
And now this dumb scouse woman, yeah, is like, no, hang on a second. No, I want to press charges. Take it to court. What's going to happen? Nothing.
Well, the thinking behind her doing that is that he'll probably settle it out of court.
Yeah, she's probably right.
Do you know what I think happened?
What?
So there's two ways I want to think about this. So I think what happened is that he got home and she realized,
money bags.
There's a bag to be. The CR7 threw your phone on the floor. Okay, son. Oh yeah. If this was a Nigerian house, I'll be like, oh yeah, son, come here. I'll bring out my belt. Take off my belt.
Oh, belt.
Let me take off this belt. Let me take it. Yeah.
Is it being more increased, man? It's going to be hard.
Nah. It's the trousers, man. He said, son, oh yeah, come here. This is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. Oh yeah, bring out your hands. Bring out your hands. And then, mommy,
why?
And then she said, oh yeah, put your hand here so I can post this on social media. Oh yeah, put your hand. What's on? Oh yeah, Twitter. Look at my son's hands. Ruined.
And you know what?
Bruised.
You know what? Bare people cheat back like, oh my God, I can't believe Ronaldo would do that.
How can you do such a thing? How can you do it?
He's only 14 and he could be autistic.
Exactly.
You don't know that.
I think that's what happened. I think they went home, the mum thought about it and said, you know what? Because how can, if, let's say you got the phone here,
yeah?
This is the phone, innit? You be the kid, whatever.
Fucking bastard.
Give me that phone. Bang. How the fuck can I bruise your hand by taking the phone out of your hand?
I guess the phone was slapped.
No, he didn't slap it. He grabbed it and dashed it.
Okay. Fair enough.
So like, I don't see how he could have like bruised the kid's hand. So I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But from my perspective, if that was my child, yeah, I would be angry first of all. But if I saw the video, I'd be like, "You dickhead, serves you right, you cunt."
Honestly, serves you right.
What you acting like that for?
That's part
I
of the
didn't
thing.
raise you like that.
Do you know what it is, yeah? I can't even lie to you. I don't mind the fact the kid was saying "fuck you," because in my head I'm like, that's how unfortunately British football is. Like, British football is, because if you did, but the kid didn't actually touch Ronaldo or anything like. He just went, "fuck you," all this kind of stuff that normal fans do. We beat you, we're better than you. All this normal stuff. I have no like animosity towards what the kid did. The problem I have is afterwards. Rather than just being like, "Oh, you know what?" Like, if someone does something bad to you after you do something bad to them, you can't just really be like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry about it now." You're both villains in this.
Yeah.
If you're a villain and someone does something villainous to you, you gotta take it. You got to eat that L, man.
Look,
at the same time,
I just feel like, number one, I've always found it weird when people hurl abuse at players and footballers on the pitch. This is even before I started doing like the whole like, since I started working with players and stuff in my old job.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I always thought it was weird. It's kind of like, if the negative chance should be at the most boo or maybe you're shit, and that should be it. Like, I've always thought to go extra and to get abusive just doesn't make sense to me. Like, at the end of the day, it's a game. Yeah, I'm gonna boo you and try and get you rattled and stuff, but like all the extra shit, you're a cunt and all this and all that. I've never understood it. Why are you saying that? You wouldn't say that to me in the street. So why the fuck are you saying it to me in the stands? I get it's part of the culture. Culture's fucking stupid as far as I'm concerned. And for me, that kid needs to learn a lesson, which is you want to go out and start talking cruddy to people. Well, better be prepared to hold a slap or hold a punch. But obviously, this generation now, what they want is people to be able to say whatever shit they want, especially on social media. People just say whatever they want, and there's no consequences. But in the real world, chat shit, get banged. Yeah. That was the saying back in our day.
Yeah.
Chat shit, get banged. So for me, if that was my son, I'd be like, you know what? At first, I'd be like, "Oh, who did that to my son?" Then I see the video, I'd be like, "You know what, son? You deserve that, you wanker." What were you thinking? Did I bring you up like that?
Yeah.
No,
I completely agree with you. But on the other hand, there's also the idea of
secure the bag.
Finesse. If I brought now my business, I'm a shaman labato for la care for the nut. That's the other thing on it, and I get it, but I don't.
I'm definitely securing the bag.
Yeah.
Emotional damage. I'm claiming that. I'm claiming anything, everything under the sun, and you secure that bag 100%. That's minimum 50 bags.
I just clocked. Johnny and Cineward have not got back to us yet, so I'm gonna have to go back there, aren't I?
Oh, to my man.
Yep. We didn't win. We didn't bust a thing, so I'm going back there.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
You see, we're well versed. We're experienced. Unlike Arteta's squad, a bunch of kids on the pitch.
Get out of here, man.
Do you know? I need to say this quickly as well. Yeah.
Get out.
This is football, not American football. There ain't no restricted free agency. There ain't no rookie extension. There ain't none of that, bruv. This is football. If your team doesn't progress, your young stars will leave. People keep. I don't know. I don't know whether people have. I don't know whether they think we're in America. If your young players don't see progress in your team, they will leave. Watch. Saka will go to City. Gabriel will go to Barcelona. Martinelli will go to Liverpool because Klopp's already been eulogising about man already. Watch, if we're not careful. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, we move.
Talking about stealing people's kids.
Whoa. That did not sound right. Whoa. That did not
Let me
sound
you talking
right.
about how Barcelona and City were going to steal Arsenal's kids. I'm talking about how another thing about kids, stealing kids.
Are you talking about, because those kids aren't really kids, they're grown men.
They're grown men, but we see them as kids in regards to they're taking over our young players, kids. You know, that's what I'm saying.
okay.
That's what Ali McCoy would say.
Land this plane, because right now you're in turbulence. Right now, you're just
So, another kid that had something stolen from them was Kim Kardashian's child, who had their innocence stolen from them as they saw their mother getting her cheeks clapped.
Whoa. Okay, calm down, Mike. Whoa, calm down. You're moving mad. That is not what happened.
What happened?
That's not what happened.
Please rephrase it.
And look, for me as well, like, this is all funny and whatever.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but like, we need to check the facts, because I don't even know whether this is true or not, if it's just some social media rumor.
Okay.
But let's just go on the premise that maybe it is true, right?
Okay.
So, what's the saying again? The hens have come home to roost, or wherever it is. The chicken
have come to hatch.
I don't know what the saying is, but it's happened.
It's
now,
Caucasian saying. I will never
because
remember it.
like, man, have been saying this for time, that women that engage in these kind of professions,
Yes.
that one day you're gonna have to explain to your offspring, your child, that this is how mummy makes, this is how mummy or daddy makes their money.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a very awkward and very real conversation, because you can try and act and say that what you're doing isn't wrong or immoral, but the moment a child is brought into it, all of a sudden now you're feeling the type of way, but to the world you're saying, oh, it's fine, I can do what I want, like, you know, empowerment and all these other good stuff. But then when your child comes, why don't you come with that same energy? You can't, because you know it's wrong deep down. So I just think this happening, if it has happened, is going to be a real wake-up call for anyone that's in that industry, because I feel like Kim K is like a big marker for people in general. So when things happen to her and when things happen to that family, it's like people have epiphanies and they suddenly realize that, oh shit, like this is I guess legit, or this is what can happen. Now, I don't know whether this is true or not, but if it is true, fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. I heard it was something like they saw an advert, they're playing Roblox, they saw an advert and it said leaked additional footage of the Ray J Kim K sex tape.
Something along those lines.
Something like that.
And then, of course, you click. Okay, click.
Wait, did they click it though? What did you hear? In fact, I'm gonna.
Well, I heard something, but there's a difference between hearing things and interpreting it in my way that I think is more funnier.
Okay.
So I'm gonna interpret it in my way that I think is more funnier.
So you're just gonna cap, okay?
No. So obviously, little whatever youth's names, Northwest, whatever, is playing Roblox. Yeah, these blocks are coming. All of a sudden, woo! Kim K exposed. And I'm not gonna lie, like, he's probably seen bare stuff about his mum because he knows his mum's famous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like you're 6, you're able to comprehend that your mother is famous. She'll be like, oh, it's like, this is a video I've never seen before, because he sees it in like the night vision goggly kind of thing. She's like, oh, is my mum a spy? Like what is she doing? Clicks on the link, sees his mum's gone off the mollies, yeah. And then he sees his mum taking back shots from a youth that he's seen at his 3rd birthday party. And he's just thinking, oh shit. Because I feel like at 6 years old, he would know what sex is. I feel like he'd know what it is. And he went to tell his mum, like,
at
Mum.
6?
I reckon he would. I reckon
because of how, I guess, exposed he probably is.
He's just to life and stuff. So I reckon he's gone to mum and gone, Mum, like, number one, like, you're not really putting in much work here. Like what is the... Where's the energy?
Nah, you're a
more
mess.
Energy.
You're
more energy, Mum.
You're a mess.
More energy, mother.
You're a big mess.
Back it up, man.
You're a big mess.
But in all seriousness, yeah, like, I saw a tweet the other day, yeah, and there was this girl on TikTok. She was talking about like how she was on the phone to her brother. She does like OnlyFans stuff, yeah, and her brother wasn't.
Oh yeah, I seen this.
And he was like, like I can't even have a conversation with my friends anymore, like because all they want to do is talk about you, and like the OnlyFans shit that you do. And it's
No,
like
he didn't just say that. He said, I can't even chat shit anymore on the football field.
yeah.
Because anytime I chat shit, the man then will just say, I've seen your sister's cheeks on the timeline. Shut up. Like,
Yeah. I see your sister just using the Kevin Durant's arm.
And you know what's mad? I obviously, in those tweets, I looked down to see, okay, what are these man talking about?
You check the video.
I saw the video.
They're ridiculous. She puts herself in some ridiculous angles to finger herself.
I saw the video.
Some ridiculous angles.
I saw the video and I said, this poor brother.
She does yoga. She must do yoga because some of the positions she was in, I was like, yowie.
All I saw was one video where my man looked like he was in the barbershop or something, and next minute she was sucking his dick, and I just said, that's someone's sister, you know?
And it is.
That's someone's daughter. That's someone's sister, and I could never be me, bro. Do you know what? Yeah. I think about disowning my sister if she did some shit like that.
Disowning it? Really that deep?
Bro! Like, as bad as it sounds, yeah, when you go into that kind of profession, yeah, and you publicly do it, like, no hiding or, like, maybe just body shots or whatever, you put your whole face on it, yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of selfish, you know? Because anyone that knows you, like, or anyone that's related to you, they're gonna have to hold corn for it as well. Like, I'm not saying people shouldn't do what they want to do. Like, it's free world, you're entitled to do what you want to do. But I would find it really, really hard to, if, like, say for example, my sister was to get into that kind of profession, I'd find it really, really hard. Like, I'd just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Already at home, my sister wears freaking short booty shorts and shit. I'm telling her, like, bruv, if you don't dress up properly, I'll give you a slap or something. Like, man, go put on some clothes or something. But that's just like jokey, whatever.
Yeah,
but like, can you imagine, like, me and you are sitting here or whatever, and the man them are all here, and then I banter up one of the man them. He's hot. He's pissed. I've ripped him to shreds, but all the man them are laughing at him. I was laughing like donkeys, blood. Man just goes, man
activate
just
trap card.
Just paused for the trap card.
Your sister. Can't come back.
You
from
come
that.
like freaking super hot fire, bro. Everyone's just like, oh! I'll be like, shit, man. All that good work I just put in, I've been defeated. Like, nah, man, nah.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, it was. I think it's mostly bad. Obviously, it's bad for the brother and that, but I think the future kids, like, imagine like your mum like did OnlyFans, for example, and you're in year 11, whatever, and she's still doing whatever, and then the local school bully comes up to you and goes, "Tell your mum to post more anal," and walks away. Like all these little things like this, yeah, cool. Like mentally. Unless you are a really mentally strong person, like we always hear stories about like people that are married to OnlyFans models and they're really secure in themselves, they're really mentally strong. Well, they're a rare commodity of human being that can handle that kind of pressure. You're just putting this kind of pressure onto your family or your friends or whatever. Listen, I'm sure there's loads of people that have done OnlyFans that have been disowned by their families. I wouldn't be surprised if so. Like people have been disowned from families for less.
Yeah. I mean, disown is a strong word. I think, let me retract that. I wouldn't disown because at the end of the day, family's family. But it would just, I'll just be so, I don't know, man. It's modern world. Like, it's like if you say something, then it can be perceived as something else. I just feel, I wouldn't be happy about it.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, I've seen someone who does do OnlyFans and I still kind of quite respect them. In Ali.
No, that's what I'm asking.
So Ali does OnlyFans, and like for some reason, I still rate her.
But she does OnlyFans to a level. Like she doesn't do Kevin Durant's arm on none of this.
True.
She does the tease thing.
She does.
So let's just say, for example, if a family member of yours wanted to just do what she does, just the teasing thing, she does like sexy pictures in lingerie. The most she ever does is get her boobs out. Would you be more okay with that? Because I won't lie to you, I feel like the reason OnlyFans has such a negative stigma towards it is like it's not what people are doing, it's the fact that people are seeing you do such intimate things in such a vulgar way, and like and I'm like, what Ali does, yeah, I can't really find anything that you could make fun of it for.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to make fun of. But
when I see a girl sucking dick in a barbershop or whatever, or whatever it is, I'm just like this is wild.
Yeah.
This, and I don't know, I'm a guy that does crazy shit all the time, but in my head I'm like, you've gone past the boundary. Like modeling, all that kind of stuff, fine. Like I get it.
Yeah.
And people take bikini pics all the time and put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
But you've gone past the boundary of like the Overton window is here, yeah? You've gone way past that Overton window. That's on my Overton window.
But it's a good thing you mentioned Overton window, and again, shout out to Ali. Like she does like I said, the tease thing, and like I don't feel any type of way about it because I feel like it's because we've spoken to her, and she seems like a very like respectable, screwed on person. So I just don't really feel a type of way about it at all. But I feel like we're gonna move to an Overton window where there's two ways this could go. It could either be that like this Kim K thing, right? That this happens and she feels like a bit ashamed or whatever, and it like what's the word for discourages people from, or maybe makes them think twice about doing these kind of OnlyFans and potential pornography and stuff like that, right? Or it just becomes a thing of like, well, Kim K told her son about it and they're okay, so you know what, fuck it. I can even go even further. Fuck it. Like why? If Kim K can do it and her son's been told about it and he's okay with it, and like, well, how can you know a kid's okay? He's a fucking kid, but whatever. But let's just say the kid's okay with it, then fuck it. I should be able to do it too. And she is the OG influencer. So if she can get through it, then a lot of women, not females, women, will feel like they can do it too.
Okay, fair enough. One more thing I'm going to say in regards to this, right? And like, I can understand it now, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a girl that I know that said she did some OnlyFans like stuff during lockdown, because obviously she had less peas. She said it was dark days, yeah. And she did it because money was tight, yeah. But she went over the boundary. She didn't just do like lingerie. She started off with doing that, and obviously more money. She started doing some over boundary stuff. Let's just say semen in places where they shouldn't be, yeah, on a normal standing public place. However, nowadays, right, gas bills have gone up 54%. The initial average inflation cost of living has gone up 7%. The rent is too damn high. Yeah, I said the rent is too damn high. Kids are starving, yeah. Rashford is hungry thing. They're sold out.
Hey, listen,
kids are not
Rashford
eating.
needs to focus on ball right now.
Kids aren't eating, right?
His place at United is under threat right now. He needs to focus on ball right now.
You know what I'm saying?
He's have to put them vouchers on hold.
The price of food in Tesco is going up. Yep. You get a club card, it's only taking 50p off instead of £1.
Hey, Doritos are £2 standard now.
Up, yeah. So you see the allure of putting your cheeks on the internet to help you get past these hard, dark times.
Yeah.
There could be an increase in single mothers putting naked pictures of themselves or videos or Kevin Durant's arm in hose in order to cope with these increase of living wages or living costs, sorry. This could just be a ramification of everything.
Well, when you put it like that, like jokes aside, like if you're not, if I put myself in someone's shoes that maybe isn't university educated or well educated or is not very skilled in a particular field, and they're working as hard as they can, but they're still struggling to make ends meet. And like we said, right now, everyone's drowning financially. Twitter's telling me about 100k is not enough.
Oh, yeah.
100k is not enough to live well, apparently, all of a sudden. But like, crazy. Then I can understand why they might go to that, because that's the safest way they can engage in that kind of activity without, I guess, putting themselves fully at risk. It's social media. It's kind of like social media rather than being out on the street corner giving up to some randomer in his whip. So I think I can be more understanding. And to be fair, I feel like as things continue to get more and more expensive, again, Overton Window's going to move and people are going to be like, you know what? Whilst we don't really think it's a good thing, we understand why you're doing what you're doing.
Just a quick one for anyone that doesn't know what the Overton Window is. The Overton Window is an expression brought in by a politician known as Overton, back in the 80s or 90s. And with the idea of how social and political opinion of things change based over time. For example, being gay was wrong back in the 50s, and now it's A-OK if you're part of the LGBT WWE community. So, next topic.
Can you just bruv, honestly, we're hoping to get someone from the LGBTQ plus community.
They're cool, man.
On the podcast soon. When we have them on,
I'm gonna say it.
You better say it properly.
I'm not gonna say it.
No. You don't want to offend anyone.
I'm going to say
you're gonna need to say it.
Community.
You're gonna have to say it properly.
No, because I reckon they'll even agree with me.
I can't bother. Let's move on.
Right, cool.
Let's move on.
Next topic is 100k, right?
100k.
100
bags.
Jeez, right? I hate this topic so much. I hate it so much. And do you know why I hate it?
Yeah, give people context. So, what's the topic?
So there was an idea that apparently, it started off in America, but I did see it in England as well. As in, 100k a year is not enough for a modern human being to live a good life, right? So, what really angered me about this topic, number one, is you're proving a lot of old Caucasian people right. Because there was an argument we are the first generation that will find buying a property more difficult than our parents did, right? It's more likely for us to never own a property than our parents did.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time is because obviously inflation, average wage prices are not going in line with inflation, yada, yada, yada. And you always see these people look at these kids buying Starbucks and Netflix instead of saving, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nah, obviously, bare people can't afford their houses because, it is actually really difficult. Don't get twisted. I had to save bare to cop this yard. But,
you did it.
I did it. It was very difficult, though. For certain things, I said no to certain things. Lockdown helped, I can't lie. But one thing is, when I see all these guys coming no, I need 100k to live well, yeah, I just think to myself, your money management is absolutely pants.
Piss poor.
It must be, because I hate to be this kind of guy, yeah, but when I go out, yeah, on a normal outing, yeah, and I see what people do now in comparison to what I did when I was that age, 10 years ago, the clothes I was wearing in comparison to what kids that are 18 now are wearing isn't comparable.
Yeah.
How can you be an 18-year-old kid and expected to wear Balenciaga? What the fuck?
Even a young a Nike Tech fleece. I'm 28, bruv. I don't have one. I still don't have one. I can afford one.
Yeah.
But I still don't have one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know. I just feel because of the way that we spend our money. Because you know what it is, yeah? The idea of designer clothes, yeah? It used to be, they must be making so much money these days. Because previously, like designer clothes such as Gucci, LV, whatever, were only accessible to, you know, the higher
the elites.
To elites.
Yeah.
But now you have the middle class, you even have working class people buying designer goods.
Do you know what's even worse? So now it's all about the social currency, right?
Yeah.
And it's no longer about the product.
Yeah.
So back in the day, it used to be like, okay, this is a designer brand, but it's designer for a reason because the quality is through the roof. Like you buy it once, you buy one Gucci tee, and that tee is gonna last you 10 years.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's turned into, it's all about the badge. It's all about the brand. It's all about the social currency that the brand gives you. For example, LV bags before, they were like proper leather, like expensive leather.
Yeah.
Now they're vulcanized plastic.
Oh.
So it's just it's that LV print on some special plastic.
Yeah.
It's not even leather no more.
Yeah.
So like they've maximized their profits now because they're spending less on the production but earning more.
Yeah.
Because more people are buying it and everyone's aspiring to buy it. And it's in line with what you're saying. Rather than the middle class focusing on what they can afford. Back then when we were out here, I was out here fucking rocking Lonsdale. Slazenger.
Like you're a Polish builder.
Trust me. I still remember when Struggling. And these men are out here rocking, like you said, Balenci, Gucci.
Do you know who else?
Dior.
Do you know who else's fault this is?
Who?
This is a big problem for why people think 100k is not enough money, right? I blame UK rappers. Back in the day, you niggas was poor as fuck. Yeah. I'm sorry. You guys were broke. All the lyrics of, I remember when I used to do this, I used to struggle for my mum. My teacher said I'll be nothing. Because you were all broke. Now you have money, and now you're spitting about money, and you're living a money lifestyle. Everybody's like, I have to do this kind of lifestyle. You have a girl, she'll have one rapper in her DM. One rapper who just said, or liked a picture. Because I've seen Swarms. Swarms likes every girl's picture. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen like a random girl with 300 followers who looks okay. Swarms has liked it. He's pinning his pictures. He's busy. Yeah.
And active.
He's active, yeah.
Active.
You get one rapper DMing you and already you think,
her price has gone up.
My price has gone up.
Her price has gone up.
You need to take me to a place that a rapper would take me. No. Relax. Yeah. No. That is not the life that I can afford or the life that I can do.
Listen, there's an old adage and there's an old saying that I don't know whether I coined it or whatever, but
fuck the game up.
I've always lived by it and I will continue to live by it. Act your wage. I repeat that. Act your wage. You get what you can afford. If you're living on 100 bags, okay, unless you're trying to go to every elite nightclub every week and buy a freaking booth every Saturday, bruv, there's no reason why that 100k shouldn't be, bruv, that 100k, you should have a property portfolio, you should have your own house, nice car, bruv, what, like, you should be able to go on holiday every couple of months, like 100k. I know tax is high, and obviously NI and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But, bro, come on.
Do you know what? The other day, yeah,
100k is not 100k isn't big money. No, I must be broke then. Because, and I think people are forgetting as well, yeah, that you're not meant to really reach 100k until you're probably mid-30s.
Yes.
Like
even before that.
Like, in fact, you're not even really meant to reach 100k. Back in the day, you don't really reach 100k until you're probably like 40, approaching 40. You've got like 10, 20 years experience in your chosen field, and you're now at a managerial or whatever senior level. To reach, because of social media and I guess sports and all that kind of stuff, and music and creative industry, there are a lot of young, I guess, 100,000-aires, you want to call them, or
Yes.
whatever. But that's not normal. So, I don't know, man. I think everyone needs to just stack their wage.
Deep this though, yeah, right. On 100k salary,
Yeah.
what due to if you are do
Take
you
my
know the right
tax.
tax, yeah, you would
70K,
take a
man.
home £65,600.
That's disgusting, by the way. That tax,
You get taxed 35k.
that tax is ridiculous.
with all the other, which is correct. I understand that the tax is horrible.
Horrible.
However, this equates to £5,467 a month.
5K a month.
5.5k a month.
5.5 bags a month.
So let's just say you live in London, your rent's like 1 or 2k. So you still have an extra £2,500 to spend on stuff, and that's not enough a month.
If your rent is 2K max, and if your rent is 2K, that's ridiculous. To be fair, you shouldn't be paying anything over 700 for rent.
Well, it depends where you live. You might live in London, so the prices in London could be extortionate.
For rent. If you're paying anything over £700, yeah, you might as well have bought a house. What are you waiting for?
It's a bit different. Like for example, Rose, his rent is mad because you've seen his.
Yeah, but he's an exception. He's living a movie right now.
Yeah, okay, fair
He's one of them. You see, he's in a different category. He's not the same. Shout out to Rose, man. You know who you are. But yeah, he's in a different category. What was I gonna say now? You just said pay rent $2,000. That means you got $3,500 chilling.
Yes.
To do anything you want.
Yes.
So how can you, and for those of us who are actually smart, a lot of times you might go a month, you might only spend, give or take, £500, maybe £700. So that means you've saved, let's say $2,000. So next month, if you save another $2,000, that's $4,000. Plus any additional money that, bruv, there's, come on now.
No, I'm sorry. Like,
come on now. What are you buying?
You should be safe. If you, look, if you have a good salary, right, and you don't have too many responsibilities, yeah, I do believe you should be taking like me personally. I'm very lucky because I get to take quite a large amount of my wages and put it straight in my savings. Yeah. I'm able to do that. I know some people find it difficult to do so. If you're 100k, I'm sorry, that is very easy. Out of $5,500 a month, you should be saving at minimum a grand.
Nah,
minimum
half.
a grand.
Fuck that.
Maybe half, but minimum a grand.
Yeah, minimum a grand. Yeah, a grand. Just put away a grand straight away. Don't even think about it. I don't know.
And I really also hate. Do you know the thing is, yeah, I also look on Twitter sometimes. Yeah, it just makes me sick, and I'm just like, oh, everybody has fucking money. I'm like, everybody has money. Me myself, yeah, I'm not broke, but I say I'm broke because the way everyone spends money, yeah, is absolutely preposterous. I don't know what everyone does for jobs. They all must be rocket scientists or MPs because I generally can't understand why people like to live this farcical lifestyle on social media. I will never understand it. Me personally, even if I did have money, I don't like to show the fact I got money. I'd rather everyone think that I've got less money than I have.
Yeah,
that's just the way that I am. I don't want anyone thinking I got money. But the idea of you claiming to have peas, and don't get twisted, I'm sure a lot of them do. I'm sure a lot of people do. But if 10 people are saying they've got peas, I reckon only 3 of them do. I hate it. I hate it.
Well, there's a few points to be made, and one of the points you kind of touched on, which is if you got 100k and it's not going far, then you need to move.
Yeah,
because a lot of people will say that they got. I think these people that are saying 100k isn't anything. Yeah, they're living in like places like LA. Let's say our equivalent is Central London or whatever. And even in those places, 100k is still a good amount.
It's a lot of money, bro.
But like, they're trying to do up lifestyle and they're trying to do up keeping up with the Joneses and whatever. And as a result, they're burning through their money at a faster rate than they would if they were to live somewhere like Hertfordshire or outskirts of London or somewhere else. So I don't know, man. 100k is a lot of money to me, boy. I don't know about other people.
There's so many things that fuck up the game. Because again, you can even look on Instagram, right? You look at Instagram, you can see something like, oh, they're always on holiday. They're always wearing these designer clothes. Like, oh my God, they must be caking. However, if you ask them, if, for example, you kidnapped their auntie and told them, you have to give me £500 as a ransom right now, they'll be sweating. They would be sweating. I'm sorry. If you
said £5
I said £5. I said it.
£5.
I said £5.
And they're sweating.
They're sweating. If you are claiming to have money and you couldn't even just grab a young bag and just be like, calm. You don't have peas. You do not have peas. I will say this to every person. I say this to every person I know, yeah, that's like early 20s, yeah. I say, start saving. I say, trust me. I say, trust me, have savings. Like, because in about 5 years' time, when you start saving and you get used to the habit of spending, of saving, and then you look into your bank account, you'll be like, shit. If I could go back in time, yeah, I would have saved so much more. I would have 2 houses by now. Like, I would have saved bare peas, Jay. Because back then I was young, I was going on road trips, all this kind of stuff. I didn't really start saving till like a certain age. But I will say this to anybody now, yeah? Save peas. Rainy day. Your grandma might get kidnapped, yeah? Save peas. Trust me.
And also, there's that other saying about... Bro, your phone's going off.
Yeah, let me mute this shit.
There's that other saying about if you can't buy it 3 times and it can't be comfy, then you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I agree with you.
I mean, boy, look at me, man. I love trainers, but boy, there's bare trainers that I would love to buy. I've got one pair of really expensive trainers. They're the Stone Cold Steve Austins, you call them.
Yeah.
And they were what, $350? Now there's bare trainers that I want that are even more than that. But even though I've got the piece to buy it, I cannot bring myself to buy it.
Yeah.
Because I have sense. And at the end of the day, could that money be better served doing something else? Probably. So anyway, is what it is, man. People, 100k is definitely good money. So I don't know about all that, bro. That's what I'm going to say.
If you say it's not, you're a liar. You're a liar.
A liar. And a Jezebel.
You're a Jezebel.
Yeah. Because the girl them that are saying that 100k isn't enough here, that's because they want to be taken to every top TripAdvisor restaurant on Mayfair and freaking Bond Street that they can think of.
Joy is as well, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. So many girls these days are just fucking useless. I'm sorry. They're so fucking useless, yeah. There's so many girls that bring nothing to the table whatsoever.
No,
I'm saying
man,
it.
no.
I don't care. I'm
Leave
saying
this
it.
Table talk
I'm
alone,
leaving it.
man.
I'm saying it with my chest, yeah. So many useless girls, yeah, do absolutely nothing at all, bring nothing to the table whatsoever, and expect the absolute fucking top of the pyramid.
It's something called pretty privilege.
I don't understand. I'm ugly. I'm too ugly for it. Maybe that's why I never understand it.
Although, do you know what, yeah, I can't lie. I've seen too many of these podcasts where they have girls on and they're talking to them, and then the girl's like, "Yeah, you should be doing this, this, and this, and this for them," and then they'll ask them, "What do you bring to the table?" And they just get hot and they get vexed. They're like, "Why are you asking me that for? That sounds like broke boy energy." And then they ask them and they still can't really come up with anything apart from that they're pretty. And I guess when the man them stick it on them and be like, okay, cool, you're pretty. So that means what is that, sex all you can do then? Is that all you've got? And then they'll be like...
Yeah.
They won't really give a straight answer.
I'm sorry, if you are one of these useless girls that brings nothing to the table...
What do you want them to bring to the table?
What I want to bring to the table... I ask at least for one thing.
Oh, we're being that generic podcast about the table.
No. One thing. I at least expect you to have an answer for what do you bring to the table. If you can't even bring an answer, to the table of the question of what do you bring to the table, you have nothing to show.
Okay. What's an acceptable answer?
What's an acceptable answer?
In your opinion?
I think if you give an answer that's based of motivation, as in like, I can motivate you to do better, as in like, because you're earning so and so money and you're okay with this relationship of paying for me stuff, cool. I feel like these kind of women, it is fine for you to be absolutely useless. That's cool. No, it's fine because you can actually live probably a better life than I'm living. Like, because you've got pretty privilege. That's fine. That's cool. Stick to your man them that are able to afford that lifestyle. However, if you are a pretty privileged girl, don't be calling me broke because I don't want to take you to Noble. You're broker than me. You're just better looking than me, and you have a vagina, and man them that have a lot of money are willing to look after you. That's cool. Stick with them. Don't look at me like I owe you anything.
I've always thought that the see, this is the last we'll talk on this generic topic.
Generic.
Like I've always thought that, like, cool, if you want to be just be pretty and that's what you bring to the table, I guess, then you also need to be a bit of a housewife. You need to have like some homely skills in it. That needs to be the exchange in it. Okay, cool. The man's providing you with the peas. You're taking care of the house. But these days, a lot of these like modern like young women on here, it's not even that they can't cook. They're saying like, what? Why should I? Like, he don't deserve that. And I'm just thinking in my head, so hold on a minute. You want man to finance and bankroll your lifestyle, buy you all this Gucci and Ferragamo and every big brand under the sun, but my man can't even get a ham sandwich. Get the fuck out of here.
So I did see a tweet.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I did see a tweet the other day that made me laugh, yeah.
What?
It was like some girl like running onto her bed and crying. Like, and it was her saying, when you tell him you hate your job, and rather than him saying, don't worry, I'll pay for everything, he tells you to, maybe we can work on your CV to get a new job. She's like, I saw that, I was like, you know what? Like, that was funny, dog.
Hey, listen,
that was funny, dog.
Listen, I'm learning that sometimes I need to be a bit more, sensitive. Because for me, yeah, certain times, yeah, like if a girl comes up to me and says like they're struggling with something or whatever, I'm more of the, all right, put your big girl pants on,
yeah, so
and let's get this patterned. And a lot of times, girls actually want you to say, "Oh, it's all right," like, "Oh,
you got this."
Like, no, not even that. They want you to just console them, and I'm not that way wired. Like, it's like, okay, cool, we have a problem. All right, mad thing, sad thing. How are we gonna deal with it? Let's get it going.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh no, you need to be like, I'm
so sorry.
Oh no, like it's terrible. Bro, I can't do it, bro.
Joe, I have this.
It's fake as fuck if I do that, bro.
I have this saying that I always say.
What did you call me again? Called me Android 16.
Yeah, Android 16.
Yeah, he said I have no emotions. Man called me Android 16. And to be fair, I used to look up to him when I was a kid. I used to think he was mad cool.
Andrew, yeah, I knew you liked him from the PlayStation games, isn't it?
Yeah. He's one of my favourite characters, actually, on Dragon Ball Z.
No, it's a sick game. I have this saying that I like to say to my girl, innit? And I say it all the time. I will say, like, you tell me bad stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm in the results business.
Oh,
yeah. I would say that. I always say this. I say, I'm in the results business. What can we do to resolve this? What can we do to get a win out of this? All times. And I just think that kind of question in there is betterment. The idea of, cool, let's get a win out of this.
Yeah.
AKA, what's his name? The former owner of the Raiders. Just win, baby. Let's get a result out of this.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not when you're here, but that's just the way I think.
I've realised also, women talk a lot.
Oh, so much.
Women talk a lot. Shit.
That's why we need podcasts. This is the only way we get to talk, Jay.
Yeah, but they don't want us to have this podcast. They don't want. I told you, women don't like it when the man them are having fun.
Do you know there's a statistic, yeah? The average woman uses about 20,000 words a day.
Yeah.
The average man uses around 7,000 words a day.
Bro, I probably use about 3,000. If we're not on this podcast, I barely talk.
Yeah, like, but it's a true
I
statement.
might say about. I don't even know, bro.
Do you know what? I'm not in a rude way or anything, because it's just how we're wired as men, I guess. We're okay to not say many words, or we can say hi to someone with just a nod, and that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Just
a little quick.
what you saying?
If a girl wanted to say hi to someone, hi, conversation. Like, I was even talking to my girl the other day, yeah. She was like, oh, like, how's your friend and this girl that he's seeing, yeah? I was like, oh, they're cool. Like, I haven't heard much about them. She's like, why don't you guys talk about it? I'm like, I don't have anything to talk with him. I asked him, you still cool with Thingy? Yep. Yeah. That's all I needed to know. I didn't need to ask any more questions. Oh, is the sex good? Is this like this? Oh, did she say that? Because that's what girls do. They have all this thing where they go like, oh, what's it like this? Oh, like, for example, right? You could ask me, right, how was my weekend in Scotland with your girl? I'll just say, yeah, it was good, man.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
That's all it needs to be.
I asked you on the phone. What was it saying? Oh, yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
Cool. That was it.
I mean, the other day, you had a couple of weekend when you had that thing.
Yeah.
I said, how was it?
Oh,
it was
great,
good, man.
yeah, cool.
Oh, wonderful, cool. Next thing.
Say.
Go, oh, we did this. We went there. He did this. We saw this. We walked here. We did that. I can't believe this. I didn't even want to do this, but we did that.
Oh, my days.
You have to give me an entire essay for the conversation of how they... No, man them. It's just straight, boom, bang, next convo.
Have you ever had a situation here where girls telling you a story and they're recounting something, yeah?
Yeah.
And instead of getting to the point,
instead
of getting to the crux of the matter, just get, you see the point, yeah? They're just going, whoa, and they're getting it, whoa, and I'm just like, well, there was one time I was talking to someone. So it was like last year. I was talking to someone, and they were telling me something, and I was just like, yo, can you get to the point? Like, I was like, what are you doing? Like, just get to the point. They got upset. I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. I was like, yeah, I understand that sometimes I come across as a bit like just brash and Android 16 emotionless, but bruv, get to the point. You're talking about all these other things that don't matter. But then I realized that women just like to they like to give you a lot of context and background.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I will listen because sometimes it's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. And I'm not really a big talker, so sometimes it's good
To listen.
But there was that 1 time out of 10 where I was just like, get to the fucking point. You have been talking for 10 minutes and you still haven't gotten to the point. You've gone everywhere and you've given me a whole history lesson, a whole dossier on a bunch of different people and things and blah, blah, blah. Get to the fucking point. But anyway, we're differently wired. It's just the way it is.
You know, like a P chain?
Yeah.
Women have a P chain.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a Mazzolini.
But let's just end real quick in it. But
Yeah.
funniest thing. So I was watching this guy called Curtis Shaw TV. Does it's like one of these fan casters, football things or whatever. And man said Ronaldo. They're gonna say to Ronaldo, "We'll see you in court." I was busting up. Man said, "I'll see you in court." I was like, "Oh my days, man, that's so funny, bro." Oh man, people are
It's the simple things
I
sometimes.
said, "See you in court."
See.
Oh man,
That's jokes, bro.
what a week.
Yeah.
But I think that counts as my rattle of the week.
Oh, the suit.
Women not getting to the point.
I like that.
That's my rattle of the week.
I've got a quick route of the week. I went to Scotland this weekend
Scotland.
and I saw lots of crackheads.
Oh,
So many. I've never seen so many crackheads in one town. And this is the nice part of Scotland,
where were you?
Edinburgh.
Okay,
There's
so
a
you're
lot
in the cap. You're in
No,
Glasgow.
Glasgow's capital.
Yeah.
Apparently, Glasgow has like 77 more times more crackheads than Edinburgh. Like,
So there's a crack epidemic in Scotland.
there's a heroin epidemic. Have you seen the movie Trainspotting?
No,
It's basically like about Scottish heroin addicts. It's a good movie.
I might need to watch it.
It's a very good movie.
Trainspotting.
It's got who's the Scottish guy that was Ian McGregor? Is in it? He played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars trilogy.
Right.
He's in it. It's good movies about Scottish like heroin addicts and whatever, or them getting high, or whatever. But there was a massive like heroin and drug problem in Scotland before.
Right.
They did something about it and it went down a lot.
Okay.
After lockdown, whoop, skyrocketed. They've got a huge like crack and heroin problem in Scotland. It's ridiculous. So you'll see them all over the gaff. But that isn't my rat of the week. My rat of the week is a Scottish person. So many weird things happen in Edinburgh, but the weirdest thing I would say that happened for me was there was a guy who was a street performer, which is weird about Edinburgh. Like every single time something was happening, we happened to be right at the beginning of the crazy thing that was happening. So this one guy goes, gather round, Scottish accent. Gather around, everyone. Gather around, Scottish haggis. Gather around. They got some corns around here. Stay around the corns.
I don't know, you're heading Liverpool here, but go on.
I don't know. I'll try my best. Scotland, haggis, fat bastard. Hey, you bastard. So he's like,
Man, I had to reset.
I have to reset the Scotland. So he's like, there's some corns. He's like, stay around the corns. Don't get too close to the corns. Okay. I'm a bit Jamaican.
I thought it was just me. I'd say, bro, man, where you going, corns. Bro? I'd say corns.
Right. Scotland, So he's like, stay behind the corns. So I'm gonna do some fire tricks. So he starts chucking fire, and he's like, you bastard, wee bastard, fire. Right, Scotland haggis. You know, kilt, fucking wee bastard. Celtic Rangers. He's fucking doing all this. He's throwing fire, yeah. Which is calm.
Man says Celtic Rangers. The old firm in that, blood. Oh, alright, cool. So he's throwing fire everywhere.
He's chucking fire, and he's just doing normal like
street
performer shit. And
yeah.
he's quite funny, innit? He's quite jokes, innit?
Alright.
He's got a lot of personality. So I'm like, I'm quite intrigued to see. And I'm like, this is just normal shit. Like, I've seen niggas. I'm like, do a backflip, man. I've seen people throw fire before. So he's like, I've got something special for you. I've got something really special for you. Trust me. He starts battling with these kids in the crowd, whatever. And he gets some guy in the crowd and goes, look, I'm going to do something no street performer has ever done before. Mm-hmm. He's like, you in the crowd, some random Caucasian geezer from England comes up. I need you. He's like, actually, 1 second. He starts stripping off all his clothes. In Edinburgh's cold, you know. Like, it's bare cold. I'm thinking, yeah. So he's in his boxes now. He's out here, he's like, it's cold. You can tell me my trousers, it's cold. Like, he said that joke. And I'm like, this kid's a rat, bro. But like, he's like, okay, I got some cling film. Wrap me round with cling film. See, it's a skeezer wraps him around in cling film, right? He's like, right, I got my special trick. I'm going to escape the cling film. And there's this like, he's trying to escape, and his little kid's laughing, like, he can't get it. He's like this, Scotland Rangers, I got so firm. So he's the Queen's strikes.
He's freaking wiggling around like a sardine.
Yeah, he's like this. He's like, Kieran Tierney, Andy Robinson, Scott McTominay, John McGinn,
Darren Fletcher,
Six Nations. He's like this. Bagpipes. Sheep shagger. I am Brew. So I'm in the street, watching some random Scottish guy move like a caterpillar while saying random Scottish words. Aye, wee bastard. Aye. And eventually, he breaks free. He's like, whoa, I've done it. See, I've done it. I've come through all the fucking cling film. Aye. And he's like, everyone, give me money. And he's like, don't worry if you ain't got cash. He's got like the little what's the thing called when you scan it? QR code. You can pay by bank transfer on the QR code.
Oh shit! You've upped the game.
People start giving him peas.
They might have to get Apple Pay now.
Apple Pay, bro. These guys start giving him peas.
What? They give him a lot of peas.
Well, he was like, minimum I want £20 each, but he says I say that because if I say that, one idiot will give me £20. There's always one rich bastard. He's like, fuck it. Here's £20. Like, there's always one. So everyone's giving him peas and that, yeah. I give him £1 because I was like, yo, this is strange, but here's £1. But I was just kind of like,
£50.
I was like, in my head, the whole time, I'm watching this random grown Scottish man in his underwear
break out a cling film
while saying random Scotland internationals. The only thing I'm thinking in my head is, what makes you one day wake up and say, this is what I'm going to do for my future? I just couldn't understand it. I was like, why did you think I'm going to wrap myself up in cling film and escape it on the street in my boxers? Were you an accountant and things were just getting a bit dull?
Listen, you're saying this, but and at the end of the day, you have to admire his confidence and his creativity.
I do.
To utilize those the things that he had around him to, I don't know, generate some money. Because at the end of the day, what you find out is that a lot of homeless people, like, they were career people, and then all of a sudden something went wrong in life, and they ended up out on the street.
I don't think he was homeless though.
So
I don't think this guy was homeless. He was just a street performer. I just didn't understand that performance. Yeah. The fire thing, I kind of understood.
What he was doing. Like,
I have a video. I'm gonna try to put the video in.
Man's just wrapping himself in clean.
Jay, I'll find the video.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand it. Like, he was actually like a really nice guy. Like, he was really interactive with the crowd. Like, he has some stage presence. But I was like, bro, like, why are you not in like the theatre? Like, why are you on the roadside, wrapped up in cling film? Look, here he is. Look. No, that's yeah. Here he is, doing fire.
Oh, this brother's got pink hair, man.
He's got pink hair. Never trust anyone with pink hair.
Yeah, you can't trust no one with pink hair. Who's that American footballer that had pink hair?
Oh, Odell Beckham had it for a bit.
Huh? No, that American female footballer.
Oh, Rapinoe.
I didn't trust her.
Megan Rapinoe.
I didn't trust her for 1 minute.
See, look.
Oh my days. Hey, he's lucky he didn't get done for child. What's the word?
Releasing yourself in public.
In front of children and stuff, whatever it's called.
So he's wrapping himself in cling film on the street.
People, this is crazy.
I didn't understand it, Jay. I was like,
It's been a lovely audience. Thanks so much for my show. Let's do this. Everyone do me a favor just for the act. Everyone, take 3 steps towards me.
Wait, so wait, what if he couldn't make it out?
I don't know, Jay.
What would have happened?
I don't know. Look. I thought he was going to put himself on fire. So we're just randomly clapping for a random Scottish geezer wrapped in cling film in the middle of the street. And it took him like 5 minutes to get out. Like, what's standing there for 5 minutes?
Alright, so skip.
Some little girls just pointing and laughing.
You know they're bad kids. Look at her. The mum's like, stop that. Hey, why is she laughing like a freaking squeaky toy?
I know, she was just getting onto him. But yeah, that was weird, man. Then there was a lady doing busking in classical music. Not even singing like guitar music. She started busking, singing like she was Susan Boyle. I didn't get it.
Well, I'll be heading to Scotland at some point this year.
Nomad.
That is very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, Siri. I don't get it. But yeah, man, it's been a great pod. Like and subscribe and all that good shit. And yeah, man, we out.
If you're a useless woman and you're watching right now,
oh God,
think to yourself, what do you bring to the table?
Generic. So generic. Anyway, we're out, man. We're out.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?